know that I'm actually really a sort of big comic fan. As a comic fan, I sometimes like to go online and learn certain lore about certain characters. And once every now and then, I like to think about one of the characters in DC known as Lord Deathman. If you guys don't know who Lord Deathman is, he's basically a character wearing a skeleton, wearing a black cloak with bones on it. He has a skull for a head, and he cannot die. They may be thinking, what do you mean he cannot die? Isn't he just a rogue like the other ones? Here's the thing. Healing factor is universal in Marvel and DC. This one technically has a healing factor, but not in the sense that you would think. He's basically immortal. He's like both banned in heaven and hell so that he can't actually die. You just blow him up and put the remaining parts to the volcano, he'll just wake up and be here again. But we're not going to talk about that. I want to talk about how there's a rare theme with like 3 specific villains, one from Marvel and 2 from DC. And that's the fact that they have skulls for heads. Red Skull has a skull for a head, so does Black Mask and Lord Deathman. Now, Red Skull, he wasn't always like that. He was a human, and then he took this the super soldier serum, and then bada bing, bada boom, he had like a skull for a head, and he had I think he wore like a mask, a human-like mask, but that was in the FCU. Who knows what like in comics? For Black Mask, it was like a helmet. It was like a skull helmet. But then, like, over the years, it just turned into like a mask that got fused to his skin for some reason. And Lord Deathman, at first, it was just a skull mask. It was just a skull-like mask until one day, his mask was just fused to his face, and then it just became part of him. However, that was before the New 52 happened. At post New 52. It was just his face. The skull was his face. So like Red Skull, he never had like a skull mask. He just like went straight up to having a skull for a head for the rest of his life. For Black Mask and Lord Deathman, both of them went through the skull mask era, and then as comics went by, they have both jumped ahead to the skull for a face era, or skull for a head era, I should say. I mean, if you've seen the Arkham games, then you would know that Black Mask doesn't show up that often. When he does, it's either like during missions or like their like character profiles, which is one thing that don't make sense to me because in the Arkhamverse, like the mask is part of his face half the time, and the other half it's just the helmet. Let me tell you, he's only been mentioned in the Arkhamverse 4 times. Mentioned/appeared. He was mentioned in Arkham Asylum, he was there in Arkham City, he was there in Arkham Origins, and he was there in Arkham Knight as a DLC mission. Also, another thing about Lord Deathman having a skull for a head, that it just contorts to make facial expressions, which is a little bit weird. I mean, a while ago, I made a video about how like Deadpool and Lord Deathman are like the same person based on how they act, or like based on like the abilities they have. But like, can you imagine a comic where Lord Deathman, Black Mask, and Red Skull are just like doing whatever, like in the middle of the comic and being like, yeah, looks like we have ourselves a stand-up, boys, a real stand-off. I don't know. It was a random thought in my head. What do you guys think? Let me know. Alright. Time to talk about what's going to be going on in the future of my content creating career. I know I said I was going to make this video yesterday. However, as I said hopefully it would be that day. But I decided, no. You guys would think it was a joke. Because yesterday was April Fool's Day. So, no, I'm not going to do that. So, of course, for YouTube, I'm going to be focusing on comics and such. And like, I'm gonna be learning new stuff, and I'm gonna be sharing what I've learned with you guys. I mean, hell, that's the reason why the Spider-Verse series actually exists, so that I can learn a lot more about the different variants of Spider-Man and Spider-Woman from the Spider-Verse, and share with you guys. But I'm not gonna just be talking about Marvel. I'm also be talking about DC. There's gonna be some Ben 10 in there. I mean, hell, I'll probably put some anime in there, or just like anything else. Maybe not anime. Maybe like not like anime, but probably like Marvel anime and DC anime. But like that's it. And like everything I have planned for this app, they will go on YouTube when I have the chance. But yeah, that's like it for YouTube. For Instagram, I probably don't know. Like I'll probably like post like my TikToks on Instagram, but then like after that, like I don't know what else. For Twitch, I think I'll be working on my projects on Twitch, because I have projects that I want to do, and like also I'll game on while live streaming. Sometimes I'll game on Twitch, sometimes I'll game on YouTube, and I don't know like how long I will be streaming for, but I'll figure it out. I still got time. And of course, on Lemonade and Fanbase, I'm probably gonna be posting like probably some original content in there, or just maybe like giving you updates on like what's gonna be going on. To me right now, Fanbase is more like a replacement version of TikTok with like the colors of Twitch. So like for Fanbase, I'll just post updates on there, probably like TikToks that I did in my early times. And for Lemonade, I guess I would just like if I did like vlogs and stuff like regarding me being a comic nerd, like I went to Comic-Con or whatever, I will post it on there. Pretty soon I might also have a Patreon, but I'll let you guys know on that one. Right now I have goals that I need to be focusing on, and when those goals are done, we move on to the next chapter of my life. So when those goals are done, then I'll let you guys know what's it gonna be like for me. And also, I just thought about this merch. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing merch, if I ever want to do merch, but like if I ever feel like I can be like a merch kind of guy, then I'll let you know when that happens. So that's pretty much the update on what's gonna happen when TikTok's gonna be gone. I think for real. Be posting a lot on YouTube, be streaming on Twitch, probably got a Patreon, have some merch, probably. I'm gonna be posting on Fanbase and Lemonade, and also be posting on Instagram. I'm not gonna be doing like a full-time content career thing, because that's stupid. But opening a new chapter of my life means I'll be also having new goals as my other half. Because like, sure, I'm Mr. Speedforce, the content creator, but I'm also Camden Hatch, who is human. So yeah. Next level is going to be coming out very soon. I'll see you guys there. Okay, I know it's late, but I gotta do this before TikTok is banned. I gotta do it. So, years ago, one of the TikTokers that I am a fan of, that I idolize, that inspired me to make content, I'll put his name in the description. Well, he made a headcanon that would evolve during the Under the Red Hood story. At least in the comics version. I feel like that would also have in the movie. Because, like, it's like a little Alfred Jason moment in there, and that's wholesome. But I'm actually adding my own headcanon that would happen right before his headcanon. And I immediately what happened before, like, Batman was leaving the cave trying to find some answers and stuff. So yeah, here's what I think would happen before this person's headcanon would happen. Oh my god. I can't believe it. It's true. Yeah. Afraid it is, Alfred. My son's alive. He's becoming a mass murderer. If you need some time to grieve, to obtain the energy a bit more, I understand. Go ahead. Leave the mayor if you want to. Okay, Master Bruce, but just know I won't be gone long. I will be back here as maybe take a nice drive will help. You do what you think you want to do. Listen to here. Listen to your heart. Go do what you want to do. Take as much time as you need. Yes, Master Bruce. And what about you? I'm gonna find some more answers. I won't be long. Of course, sir. Master Todd, if you were here, then I wish I could speak with you, Master Todd. I really do. Wait a minute. Maybe I can. But first, and again, I need to get a little supply here. My boy, you'll need this. That's right. Hope I'm in the right place. Let's go. Yep. That's the place. Let's do this. One day these are gonna be popular. I know it. Bullseye. Come out right now! That's what I thought. Scaredy cat. Oh, Master Todd, it's you who should be scared. Ain't that right? Hold it! For the love of God, sir, is it really that necessary? I hold on one sec. Okay, yeah. Ignore my hair and yeah. I know what you just saw right there, but there's a good reason right there. I saw the sneak peek of Superman Legacy, and can I just say, I'm super psyched for this movie, even more. I saw the trailer. I was so psyched. I am still psyched. But after seeing that sneak peek, it's amazing. For those of you that see it, go on YouTube. Look up Superman Legacy sneak peek. Just watch it. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Like, it's a sneak peek, and then they show the rest of the trailer. But like, oh my god. Like, seriously. We get to see Crypto saving Superman. We get to see Crypto taking him to the Fortress of Solitude. We see Superman being lifted by the robots in the Fortress of Solitude. Granted, I feel like they were going to be robots, but oh my god, it looks so good. And the robots take him to a chair, and then they direct the Fortress of Solitude to sunlight. They literally move it to where the sun is, and they project sunlight in his body to heal. Oh my god, that is so fucking cool. Now don't get me wrong, the trailer has so many great moments too, like Guy Gardner putting up a wall with his Green Lantern ring. Nicholas Hoult being Lex Luthor, because that looks amazing. We get to see Hawkgirl, we get to see Mr. Terrific. Those are great. But none of that matters when we see the sneak peek. Oh my god! Seriously, if you guys have the time, go watch it. I watched the Superman Legacy sneak peek on YouTube. If you have the time, go on YouTube and watch it. So I just finished finishing Assassin's Creed 2 on Xbox. And can I just say, what the fuck? I played that game months ago. I started that game months ago, never got a chance to finish it, and then now I finish it, I'm just confused. I'm just as confused as when I play Assassin's Creed Nexus on VR. What the hell? The moments in this thing are brilliant. Yeah, some people that Ezio thought were close to them killed his family. He kills the people he kills the murderers to have his exact revenge. That's basically the plot of Assassin's Creed 2. But the last thing we see before the credits roll, the last thing we see is a god who just says that the human evolution was just round 2 because the first round was just fucked up. And that this round right here is also fucked for some reason. It just made them want to go, you know what? We'll go with round 3. Maybe they can be better. And this god breaks the 4th wall by knowing that Desmond is watching. And Ezio doesn't know who this guy is. He doesn't know who Ezio is. Because this takes place because this last mission takes place in 1499. This is a year before the 1500s start. And Desmond is a relative of Ezio, but he lives in the Modern Age, which is centuries from now. Well, not centuries from there. When this guy tells Desmond good luck, Ezio is like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this Desmond guy? Wait, I have more questions. And then she vanishes. And also a little thing during the credits scene. During the end credits, we get to see none other than a little fight in the Modern Age with Desmond and his allies and stuff. From Asturgo, or at least the Brotherhood, I guess. And Desmond has the hidden blade, and he has all the knowledge of an assassin. He has all the moves of Ezio. He has all the moves that Ezio has. And it's literally implanted in his brain. And now he has the hidden blade, and he uses it really well. He's actually a quick learner right now. Then one of the evil guys, one of the evil scientists, Warren. He gets away after Desmond and his allies slaughter his men, and then like they just get on a truck, and he'll just be cruising around Ezio's memories until they get to their safe house, I guess. But then again, this is the second one. I have not played the first one or the third one, and currently, I don't know how many there are. It's probably like if I had to guess, like 7 or 8. I don't know. I might have to look it up later, but like. Actually, you know what? Hold on a thought. So I just looked it up, and there's a whole lot. The first one is really goes all the way back to early 2000s. Like, wow. Like, there's Assassin's Creed 1, there's Assassin's Creed Bloodline, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelation, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Unity. There's also Chronicles in China, Syndicate, Chronicles in India, Chronicles in Russia. There's the Origins of that. There's Odyssey, there's Valhalla, there's Mirage, there's Shadows, which is the recent one, and like expected, there's like the new one expected to be this year called Assassin's Creed Jade. But apparently they should like add this one with Assassin's Creed Nexus in VR. They're idiots. So yeah, there's like over a dozen, probably like almost 2 dozen, over a dozen and a half, I would say. Over a dozen and a half Assassin's Creed games going back to 2007. Literally over a decade and a half of Assassin's Creed games. To be honest, growing up, I wasn't that much of an Assassin's Creed guy, so like I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, I don't know what to tell you guys. But yeah, other than that, wow, what a hell of an ending! What a hell of an ending! Now you'd actually just go back in Ezio's memories and just free roam, I guess. Well, as I wanted to tell you guys, have a good night. Also, I heard about how they haven't. I think I get like another extension, so like it'll be like around the deadline for TikTok ban would be like around mid-June. Well, I'll believe that when I see it. If people are still making videos, then that means that it's still going on. Otherwise, see you guys in the next adventure, whenever that will happen.
And most definitive version of the story of all time.
Yeah, I agree with you on that part, but not on the rest. Before you watch this video, go and watch the original video. He makes some really valid points. He's talking about like why he thinks that Batman the Killing Joke is the worst Batman movie ever created. And he mentions a very explicit scene from said movie. But I'm going to piggyback on what he's talking about. And I'm also going to give you my opinion of The Killing Joke. I seen the movie years ago. I sometimes see some clips on YouTube. But I just want to say, I like it. I do like it. Not that the Batman Barber thing that they were talking about. That he was talking about. I'm talking about like the movie. I like the movie. It's a good Batman movie. It's probably not one of the best Batman movies ever created, but it's a great movie. And I also love Bruh's Batgirl suit. I mean, seriously, you can't be like sitting right next to me and tell me that this isn't the fucking sexy and badass as shit. I mean, I like the black right there, and also like the yellow parts. And all parts of the costume, and the hair is just flowing out of the cowl. Like, this screams Batgirl. Oh my fucking god! Like I like the purple and gold suit as well, but this will always be my all-time favorite bat suit. Jesus Christ, that is sexy as hell. And I also like to point out that it is a rated R movie, so there would be some explicit stuff in there. However, I will say this. I am agreeing with you on this. I am saying that this part of the movie was the worst scene in the whole thing. It's also like, in some words I say disgusting, disturbing, and confusing. Like what? Barbara, come on. It's fine when you do it with Dick Grayson. It's fine when you do it with Tim Drake and the Arkenverse. Hell, I can be fine. It was Duke Thomas or Jason Todd or or anyone else for that matter. That's like, or any guy that matters in the Bat family. Hell, maybe Connor Kent or Jonathan Kent. But adult Jonathan Kent, not the kid one. Or even like Wally West right there. You could have taken Wally West, you could have done it with a speedster, but Bruce fucking Wayne? Barbara Gordon, you're telling all of us that you would do Bruce Wayne, because why? Because you just felt like it? No. With anyone else, it would be fine, but Batman? You disgust me for that one. But yeah. Agreeing with that part when he said, but other than that, I like the Killing Joke. That's my opinion. Whatever your opinion, I want to antagonize you for that. See you guys in the next one. Ugh.
Showed up, and all of a sudden I thought, does Batman have a driver's license?
Before you watch this video, please go watch his original video. He makes some really good points right there. So in that video, he's just explaining that, like, in Arkham Knight, the Batmobile shows up and it doesn't have any plates, and he's wondering if Batman would have a license. Since Bruce Wayne does have a license, would Batman have a license too? And I would just like to say, yes, he does. But in this case, he would be like, I have 2 licenses. Well, let me explain here. So, I mean, like, the reason that the Batmobile in Arkham Knight doesn't have any plates is because if anybody bothers to look at it, they're just going to be afraid that Batman's going to pop up out of nowhere and be like, hey, get away from my car. And then they would just run away. But that's not only for criminals. If civilians were like that too, they would be scared as shit right now too. Because they would look at him dead in the eyes and be like, oh, sorry, Batman. Sorry, we'll go. So it'd be like, yes, he would have a license. It would be on his person at all times. He just wouldn't need to show it because he has his main license. In this case, the look. Like if a corrupt cop or just like someone pretending to be a cop that pulled over Batman and was like, hey, you ran over a red light. Can I see your license, please? And then Batman just all of a sudden just pops up the hood of the Batmobile and then just goes, excuse me? And then of course that pretender cop is going to be going, yeah, you know, never mind. I'm gonna go right now. Have a good day, Mr. Batman, sir. Because some of the criminals, or actually a huge number of the criminals in Gotham, mainly like the common crooks of Gotham City, they're not that very bright. I mean, they are smart enough to know that they should stay the hell away from Batman, but they should know that Batman is always one step ahead of everybody. If he's wearing like armor, he's wearing Batman armor, then bullets won't work on him. If he's just wearing spandex, then he would just dodge out of the way and just go poof, 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 poof. I mean, if the whole town was run with just the Rose Gallery, and Bruce didn't want to cause trouble as the Batman, that he would just be like, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, here you go." Yeah, it checks out. You're good to go. Because I'm pretty sure the normal crooks that would end up in Blackgate, all the henchmen that end up in Blackgate, would just be scared of the villains and be like, nope, I'm gonna head down the other direction and I'm not gonna see you ever again. But to answer the original question, yes, he would have a license as Batman, but the main one will always be the dark, demon-like look that he has in his eyes that scares the shit out of villains. So yeah, the two licenses, the look and the real license, and then there you go. 3 specific villains, one from Marvel and 2 from DC. And that's the fact that they have skulls for heads. Okay, so I've forgotten about a couple right there. In that video, I talked about how there are like 3 people, Black Mask, Red Skull, and Lord Deathman, who have skulls for heads. And I forgot a couple along the days and days of me thinking about it. The 2 that I've forgotten were Red X and Taskmaster, and I hate myself for that. I mean, in my defense, I forgotten that Red X ever existed, and I kind of forgotten that Taskmaster is just a mercenary, and I was mainly talking about like just regular old villains and not mercenaries. Thieves and mercenaries with like skulls for heads doesn't automatically just go through my head, especially when it's one that I have forgotten about for years. However, I will say that my point still fucking stands right here. Villains, thieves, mercenaries with skulls for heads, or just have skull-like masks, they're still like a rare thing, a sort of a rare thing going on in both Marvel and DC. Taskmaster is a mercenary who has an eidetic memory, which means he can like copy people's skills, like Captain America's skills, Spider-Man's, the Hulk's, Hawkeye's, Black Widow's even, and he can just like use the moves against them. And Red X was at first Dick Grayson. He took on the role of Red X for whatever reason whatsoever in the comics, but in the Teen Titans show, the Teen Titans cartoon specifically, he used that to get closer to Deathstroke in order to take him down. After his time with Red X is done, he hung up the costume, he hung up the gadgets, and someone stole it, and we don't know who it is. Now that I think about it, the other reason why I forgot about Red X and Taskmaster is because we don't know both of their names. I mean, for Red Skull, it's Johann Schmidt. For Black Mask, it's Roman Sionis. For Lord Deathman, is Larry. For the second Red X, we don't know who it is. We don't know who's the second Red X under the mask. We know the first one was Dick Grayson, but we don't know who the second one is. Also, due to my knowledge of Taskmaster, it's never been like ever revealed. His real name has never ever been revealed. Like in the MCU, they did Taskmaster in a Black Widow movie, but instead of making a man do it, they put a woman in there, and like I don't think we ever knew her real name. Maybe we did, maybe we did not. Maybe I just didn't listen to that. But the point is that Taskmaster, we don't know what his real name is. It could be anything. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I forgot about Red X and Taskmaster, and I gotta admit, out of those 5, the last 2 were badasses. So I most recently watched the trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps. If you haven't watched it, then what the fuck are you doing? I just want to say, I do love it. It's so cool. I give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, maybe a 9, across the board right there. I love the costumes, I like the comic adaptation of The Thing, I love the fact that Silver Surfer is being played by a woman, I love the fact that we're getting Galactus, like, for real this time, in a Marvel movie. Woo! It's so good, even their powers look so good. And also, I do love the casting, I did not forget about that, the casting is great. Now, why did I give it an 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for the trailer? Well, it's simple, really. Normally I give trailers a 10 out of 10, and then I give movies a regular ass rating, like a straight 7, or if it was bad, then maybe like a 3.5 or 2 probably. Or there would be like movies where I liked as a kid until it then took some years on me that I don't like anymore. Like for starters, like The Last Airbender from like, I don't know, 2010, from like the 2010s I believe. I liked it. I gave it like a solid 9, but it took some years on me. Now it's like a 5 out of 10. So yeah, that goes to question, why am I giving trailers now, like this one, a normal ass rating? 2 reasons actually. One is that right now I'm being cautiously optimistic with the upcoming movies for Marvel and for DC. I'm so cautiously optimistic for Superman Legacy, and also I'm cautiously optimistic for Avengers Doomsday. And 2, I get the feeling that, well, that this right here, wow, this was cool. I just looked it up. Oh my god, look at it. It's so fucking cool. I just have a feeling that this kind of sounds a little awful lot like this movie right here. This Fantastic Four, Rise of Silver Surfers with early 2000s, and like, just hear me out here. I mean, this movie is basically like a group of 4 people with amazing superpowers. Rhea and Sue here want to have a family of their own, right? But then out of nowhere, chaos happens, where the Silver Surfer is wreaking havoc on his way to Earth, wreaking more havoc, causing some destruction in various places, and all because he works for Galactus. And Galactus makes his way down to Earth to devour the entire planet. So the Fantastic Four wants to go stop them, and they do. And Silver Surfer's final mission is to turn on Galactus and help the Fantastic Four stop him from devouring the planet. And everything is living in harmony. Now, why am I describing that movie to you? Because when I watched the trailer, even though I loved it, it sounded like they want to make that version of the movie into a 2025 version. Like, when I think about it, 4 people, all of them with amazing powers, 2 of them, Rhea and Sue, starting a family, and all of a sudden chaos happens. The Silver Surfer makes his way down to Earth, or should I say, her way down to Earth, and just wreaks havoc across multiple places on Earth in order to help serve his or her boss, Galactus, in order to help him devour planet Earth. Now, am I saying it's exactly that? Of course not. Of course not. It's just a trailer. When I see the movie, we'll know what's the same and what's different. I mean, like, will we see, like I don't know, a Doctor Doom in this to go like a cameo or something? Will we have like I don't know, the government helping out whatsoever? Will Herbie be a huge asset to Fantastic Four? Will there be a battle with Doctor Doom before Galactus? Like seriously, like this is things that we may now wish to see in Fantastic Four First Steps. Will we get an actual fight with Galactus? Will we get an actual fight with Silver Surfer hand-to-hand combat? Will we have a Johnny Storm switching powers again? Like, that was my dad right there. I'm gonna be going. So see you next time. Fantastic Four First Steps, really good, but cautiously optimistic. Currently, I have seen 2 posts, one from Nikhil Clan and one from Sir Superhero, about how everybody is complaining about the fact that this girl, Julia Gardner, is playing Silver Surfer. And the main reason they're complaining is because Silver Surfer is a man, so why are they casting a woman? Now I want to say, as I said before in the last video, I do love the fact that we're getting a female Silver Surfer, especially because she exists in the comics. This is as you can see, it's Juno from Earth 829. Silver Surfer is a lady. This is Norrin Radd's wife in the comics. Now, in the original continuity, Silver Surfer, aka Norrin Radd, his wife is dead due to Galactus destroying the planet. And then he becomes a hero of Galactus just because. However, on this Earth, Juno gets the powers instead of Norrin Radd, and she becomes a hero of Galactus. Now, am I cautiously optimistic about the fact that we're getting Juno, aka Norrin Radd's wife, as the Silver Surfer in this Fantastic Four movie? Of course I am. But come on, guys. The MCU is not completely 100% accurate to the comic adaptations. Like, for Guardians of the Galaxy, Peter Quill's father is not a planet. Mutants don't exist in the MCU. They don't exist. Only mutates. Inhumans don't exist in the MCU. They could, maybe somewhere in the future, but until then, not now. And because there are no mutants in the MCU, Wanda and Pietro, both are twins, both of them do have powers, but it's due to experimentation. And Magneto never, he doesn't exist. So there's no, oh, Magneto is our true father, but he's not anymore. And so on, so forth. I mean, come on, I'm sure. I'm worried about the fact that Julia Garner playing Silver Surfer. I'm a little bit worried that she might not be a good Silver Surfer. But I'm not saying that the movie would be awful. I'm not saying the movie will be awful. She will be a great Silver Surfer no matter what. I mean, if they can make a great Norrin Radd during the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer movie, they can make a great Norrin Radd's... They can make a great Juno, or hold on. Oh, sorry, not Juno. Shala Ball. I've been saying the wrong name. Sorry, Shala Ball, the lesser known female character in Marvel Comics, a prominent figure in Norrin Radd's life. Mainly just Norrin Radd's wife. So yeah, the female Silver Surfer, otherwise known as Shala Ball, Norrin Radd's wife. I mean, if Norrin Radd could be a good Silver Surfer, so can Sheila Ball. I mean, look at the design. It looks good. The design does look good. It looks great. I mean, they got the shine on the silver just right, and the surfboard looks amazing. Especially with this comic version right here. Like, the silver is shiny, the surfboard looks great. And there's nothing wrong with the design. It looks great. So yeah, guys, please do not complain the fact that we're getting a female Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie coming up. There are always going to be a lot of things that are not 100% accurate in the MCU. You just gotta live with it, okay? Just live with it! Alright, I'll have a nice night. Hey, Bruce, do you mind if I talk to you for a moment? Oh, hey, Clark. Sure, I got the time. What do you need? Well, I mean, like, I know we talked about this a little while ago, but I got a question about your catchphrase. My catchphrase. Oh, the vengeance part again? Come on, dude. Now, I explained this 100 times. I know, but the answer doesn't seem fit right with me. Just like you always say, like, it's just because I bring vengeance to criminals and justice to the people. That's just not enough. Like, come on. I need more clarification, Bruce. Alright, I guess that's not a clear enough answer, so I'll give you this. So the reason that I always say I'm vengeance, I am Batman, mainly the vengeance part, is because I do give vengeance to criminals, but only for those who have made the victims suffer through all the torture, through all the experiences that they have lived through. I mean, hell, it's the same reason why you wear the S on your chest. It's because you have hope for this world. I have hope for Gotham City. I have hope that it will get better in due time. I hope that it will get better in due time. You as myself, we are the ultimate optimists. Yeah, I can get that. Is that the same reason why you're actually put your common criminals in Blackgate, but your Rose Gallery in Arkham Asylum? Exactly, Clark. Because the common criminals, they can change, but that's their choice. The ones in Arkham, I want them to change. Mr. Freeze, I want to change. Poison Ivy, I want her to change. The Joker, I want him to change the most. I want him to change the most. Guys like him, guys like Bane and Killer Croc, I want all of them to change. I mean, hell, it's actually the same reason why I have a group of kids in the Bat family. Wait, what do you mean? What does the Ramadan do anything with this? See, I knew Jason was a villain when he came back, but I took him in because I knew he'd be better than this. I didn't want him to be just some lonely goon. Hell, when I took Damien in and trained him to be Robin, I didn't want him to live up to the Al Ghul's wishes to becoming an assassin. I mean, that is a good point, Bruce. Really good point. So yeah, I do give justice to people, much like you do, much like everyone else at Justice League does. But I also do it because I give justice to people who deserve it. The people who have suffered, who have been tortured, who have been through hell with everything that's been happening. Back then, there was no one to stop that. Now there is. It's me. I wear the bat on my chest to give people hope and to give criminals fear in me so that they would know what it's like to live in the victim's shoes. That's the answer I was looking for, Bruce. I really believed you were going to say that. Yeah. Well, I should probably get back to work. See you around? Yeah. See you around, Bruce. Yeah. I should probably mention this to Clark, but he already can tell by the superhearing. Optimism is a weakness, but it's also a good weakness. Huh. Wow. Guess I was proven wrong. Fuck. I owe Todd some money.
Oh, you don't need to fucking know.
Okay. It's gotta look like a very particular someone. Maybe that's just. Nope. Maybe it's got a. No. Wait, hold on. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Yes! Yes! First try! First try! Woo! I may look like him, but I also sound like. Oh, what? Wait, no. I sound like this particular person. I sound like this. Come on. I could sound like this person. Totally different. Hell yeah. First try. I look like Tim Drake and I sound like Jason Todd, baby! Okay, Peter. You got this, Peter. You got this. Like, you practice your stamina, you practice your endurance, you got your reflexes, you got the spice sense going down, you got to do a few more abilities or you're done. And you can find out if you want to be a lethal protector or just a regular hero. Okay, so web shooters. Okay, that was one test. Let's get this other one. Okay, that's good. All right, raw crawling ability is always so good. It's good, but the wall sticking ability is gonna be okay. Yeah, that actually is perfect. I won't have to worry about slipping off of walls anymore. All right, let's do webs again, but this time with my Spire Strength. In this case, I'll hold back for the first one, and I'll not hold back for the second one. Okay, so let's. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. Looks like I have holding back all good. Let's go for the other one. All right, second one. This time no holding back. Okay. Okay. That's unfortunate right there. Good thing there are no civilians down there. It's fine. Okay, well, let's just go with a straight punch right now. Let's go with a straight punch. Let's go for like a. Just gotta go for like a. I'll do it right here in this building right here. All right, yeah, I'll swing there. All right, this guy just not holding the back. So let's hold back on this one. Okay, not that bad. Got a good dead right there. Got a good dead. All right. It's good. It's good. Now, time for the final test. Back on this one. Okay, good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No one would see it's happening. No one's gonna see it's happening. Probably. Yeah. Let's do it. Do like a regular hero. Just hold back on my abilities and don't kill anybody. Anyone wants to kill me, that's a villain's job, not mine. Ah! Joke's on you, Parker. I've took over your body. I'm gonna become a way better Spider-Man than you are. I'll be known as Superior Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, okay, but you gotta hold back your strength, okay? Just hold back on the strength, nothing else. That's it. Yeah, right. Hey, Scorpion. What the? Oh my God! I just cleaned. I just knocked his jaw clean and right off. You were lying the whole time? Yeah, I wasn't lying the whole time. Come on, dude. I told you hold back on your strength and nothing else. Why don't you believe me? Oh, that's right. 'Cause you're a prick. We need to have a talk about this, okay?